uh, Brother R.A., on August 4th, a Wednesday, at 4:30 in the afternoon. Just got through watching prior readings of my Tao, and why mourn the cocoon when the butterfly has flown away? I am that butterfly, and I'm allowing myself to reach all of my potential as a divine energy, biological living light, a child of the sun. I wrote a prior note to a friend. This is the quickest way to leave a self note after shower. Why do I spend so much time trying to define divinity, trying to define this or that, when I can't and don't wish myself to be defined? I'm not limited. I am that I am. Let's read the Tao some more. I am that I am is what is written in biblical King James Version. The Bible. Is that a sense of confinement? After watching Gunpowder last night, the king and one of the subjects said, "No, I will not bow to the king." And he took on his death. And this, wait a minute, 1600s Gunpowder, King of England, I am that I am. I'm a divine energy. How is the I drawn? How is the one drawn? Isn't the I a double entendre, not only being I with vision, but I is one? Do y'all see any parallels there? Oh, 11. Oh, that's equal horizontally. 11 and I am the one. All right, read the book. I'm sipping my sage tea and just reflecting on August 4th, 2021, the 21st century, as I get ready to turn 59 and a half. All I can say is thank you, Master Heej Robinson of the Roxbury Tai Chi Academy.com, for re-educating BrotherRA.com, or BrotherRA62 for any thoughts or comments about such programming. But as a divine energy, Melanin man, biological living light in the intellectual Mecca of the world, what is to be expected of me? I'm wearing a shirt, education equals success, but I'm wearing a feather and an ankh. Is my life light as the feather? Are you getting a double entendre after I read Metaphor last week, or the last YouTube segment? metaphor, and concealment. And concealment, this is my concealment creating this type of programming on YouTube, if you will. I know I only have 78 viewers, and this programming doesn't get watched too often, 5 minutes into the segment. Let's go ahead into attunement as biological living light. Attunement. Traversing sun leads to a new season. Vernal breath attunes the leaves. Tao is here. It is we who are not always in harmony with it. Tao proceeds on its own way. It is we who are not ready to follow. Tao is absolutely sure in its movement. It is we who involve ourselves in amusements. Tao has no consciousness, yet it's supreme. Yet it is supreme. It is we who think compulsively. Therefore, tuning ourselves to Tao is the basic task. We must make ourselves the perfect instrument. Much in the way a beautiful harp has all its strings adjusted. Much in the way a beautiful harp has all its strings adjusted. If we are less than perfect, how will we harmonize with the universal music? Once we are attuned, we can become open to Tao. Where it leads, we follow without hesitation. Just as a musician expresses individual talent and understanding, and yet blends with the swelling magnificence of the orchestra, so too does the follower of Tao remain human and yet in harmony with the universal. When the sun begins its new pattern, spring follows. The air warms, the world rejoices. A new breath comes over all things, and even the trembling leaves are attuned to the vernal rhythm. Turn your face to the sun, as flowers know how to do. Turn your face to Tao, as we should all do. 9 minutes into the segment, going into 10 minutes. 10 minutes in, being that one on the definition level or the traditional level, going from the definition to the connotative or the reasoning, seasoning, or mercy level, to the absolute abstract knowing wisdom. I'm sorry, this is Brother R.A. and his meditative movement. 10 minutes in, let's go ahead and read Parting. Page 83. You and I assumed forever when we became companions. But now, unhappy, you are leaving. The sky turns to bitter incandescence, unslacked by resignation. There are times when we have been lucky enough to have companions on our spiritual path. But the time of parting often comes without welcome. When our friends decide to leave, we are often left with doubt, confusion, and sometimes guilt. Anyone may leave the path. They won't suffer damnation. They will only walk a different path. The rule for those who follow Tao is this: walk the path together as long as you can, and when you must part, never hold your companion back. Should one seek to have no feelings at all regarding friends? After all, the sages constantly warn against attachment, yet emotion is part of what makes us human. We may understand philosophically why a companion must leave, but we need not deny our feelings as we walk on alone. After all, the sages constantly warn against attachment. Yet emotion is part of what makes us human. We may understand philosophically why a companion must leave, but we need not deny our feelings as we walk on alone. Concealment of the metaphor, understanding who I am as biological living light. Am I walking alone, or am I just tapping deeper into all aspects of who I am as a child of the sun? As I sip my sage tea, 30 seconds left. Do I need to know how to reach deep within myself to relax? Have I been miseducated? Am I re-educating myself, tapping into my divinity? Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and soul.